Hey guys, how's it going? Good morning, happy Monday. Let me go and set up this room real quick and then we can get started. Today's September 27th, 6:17. We got about 13 minutes till market opens, so we have a lot of time. Back over there. I'll let that start up right now. As soon as YouTube gets set up, I'll start letting people into the room. So let me just get this Zoom link posted for the rest of the premium members here. All right, it's all sent out. All right, let me just finish setting up the YouTube and then we can get started. All right, let's go ahead. All right, cool. People are starting to make their way in. I'm going to give some time for people to make their way in. And once we have enough people in the room, we can get started with our analysis pre-market. So got this going right here. There we go. All right, guys, so happy Monday. Today is September 27th. It's 6:19 right now. We have about 11 minutes till market open, so we do have some time. But I'll go ahead and analyze US 30 real quick before everything kicks off. So let me let some people join in first because I know it is a little earlier. Generally, I'm on like a few minutes later, but I'm on a little earlier today. Just wanted to make sure that we had enough time to set everything up before we get started. Hey, talk with you, K. Morning. Doing great, bro. Doing great. Today's Monday, so I'm ready to get back into these profits. I did take some trades yesterday off US 30 using, the risky scalp strategy that I went over in the last mentoring session, guys. So I'm up probably like $500 today, not very much. I think I showed one of the wins, and then I took another one while I was in bed. So I made about 250 off each account for my FTMOs. So that's about 500, and then I made another 250 on the other account as well. So let me see this real quick. If you guys are sending me messages on Telegram, I'm live now, so I'm not going to be able to get your Telegram messages. I need to, I'll be able to get to your messages later once, once I'm back. Okay, so my focus right now is going to be on the live session, guys. If you guys, I'm getting a bunch of messages right now through Telegram. I'm not going to be able to respond to anybody until I'm done here. So it's 6:20 right now. Markets about to open. And what I was saying earlier was I took this trade here, the same one that CSUK took. So me and CSUK took the same trade, except I have like a set TP stop loss because it was Asia session. So I pulled out like really quickly. CSUK actually caught the entire move for about 1,160. So I could have made that as well, but especially during Asia session and Sunday, I usually like to have a set TP to make sure that I get out before price is likely to, to reverse. So that's why my profits were a bit different compared to CSUK's here. Let me see if CSUK did anything else over there. Okay, no, so he's good. All right, cool. People are still making their way in. We got about half the people in here. So let me just check the chat real quick. Morning, Maria. Morning, Matt. Morning, Dejan. Morning, Mark. Morning, Ellis. Morning, Adrian. Morning, Al. Morning, Ajrubal. Morning, everybody. All right, so let's start with our analysis right now of US 30. It looks like people are about to make their way in. There's more than half of the people here already. So I'll start analyzing US 30 to confirm, what our bias is going to be for the, for the day. So looking at the technicals here on the 1 hour, we have a bullish bias, and the reason for that is because price is above the pivots and the trend meter is green. Looking over at the 10-minute, we have a bearish bias. So, and we determine that because price is below the pivots and the trend meter is red. Going over to the 3-minute, it's also a bearish bias because price is below the pivots and the trend meter is red. Lastly, looking over at the 1-minute, we have a bearish bias because price is below the pivots and the trend meter is red. So looking on the short-term time frames, the 10-minute, 3-minute, and 1-minute, we have a bearish bias. Here on the 1 hour, it has a bullish bias. However, it's starting to make its way down. You can see price rejected off the pivot right here. However, it attempted to break through it right here on this current candle. So if it breaks below it, this might be a shift in the trend to the downside. So looking at the technicals, right now, we're currently looking for a possible sell. Going over to the fundamentals, looking at the futures data is currently 36 points in the green, 33 points now. It's not very strong, so it's probably going to swing to the downside on market open. Lastly, looking over at retail sentiment is currently down the middle. It's 56% short. It's 6% on the short side. However, for the most part, it's right down the middle. Whenever it's like below 60%, there's really there's no distinct bias with regard to retail sentiment. So we'll see what happens when the market opens. So this isn't going to be much of a help to us. The most help is going to be our technical analysis here, which is for a sell. Looking over here on the fundamentals, if this opens red in the next 7 minutes, then we'll definitely be looking for a possible sell with regard to the breakout. So we have 7 minutes till market open. We still have a lot of time. Once the market does open, we can determine whether we want to take this for a sell or not. So we'll see what happens then. Morning, Kenny. Morning, Riga. Morning, Spencer. Morning, Brandy. Morning, Alex. Morning, everybody. So people are still making their way into the room right now. Hopefully you guys had a great weekend. You know, it was a really relaxing weekend for myself. I didn't really do too much, but I'm ready to get back into these profits. That's why I hopped in a lot of trades yesterday. No, not a lot, like 2 trades yesterday, but I usually don't even trade on Sunday. I was just so hyped to get the week off, to kick the week off. And gladly I kicked it off with some profits. So we'll yeah, we'll be looking for some trades here. So let me just set my TP stop loss here for the breakout. All right, 500 pips. I just automatically set my TP stop loss now on MT4. It just makes things a lot easier, so I don't have to go in and set it while the trade's running. And guys, there's news this morning as well. So looking over here at the calendar, my Fed member Williams was speaking at 6. I'm not sure if he's still speaking right now. Maybe he is, maybe he isn't. I'm not really sure. Let me see if I could probably look up on YouTube. So we do have FOMC this morning. Let me see. FOMC live. Today's the 27th. I don't see it on YouTube. I don't know where is he speaking. Williams. Yeah, I'm looking on YouTube right now. Everything is pretty much old. So I don't know if he's speaking right now. We could probably take some trades, but I think today might be, I mean, we'll see what happens when the market opens. So once we see how the market opens on, like when the candle actually opens right here at 7 o'clock, at 6:30, then we'll determine how price is moving. If price is going crazy back and forth all over the place, then yeah, it's going to be risky to take a trade. However, I'm looking here on the YouTube. I don't really see anything from FOMC Live Williams. The last thing that was posted was 4 days ago when Jerome Powell was speaking, but I don't see him speaking right now. So we'll see. He was speaking at 6, and then it says he's also speaking at 9. So he's speaking like pretty much all day today. Well, we have to take that into consideration when taking a trade here. All right, so we'll see. I mean, we'll just see like how the market reacts, right? Because the thing is, even if he spoke like 30 minutes ago or an hour ago, the market might react late. It doesn't have to react exactly at that specific time. So we'll see when the market opens. We just got to keep this in mind when taking trades, so that we're not surprised when price starts to reverse and whips all over the place, right? Because we already have an idea that there's something going on today, which could possibly, cause the market to move one way or the other. So just be cautious. And Rav is asking, I'm using a 10 lot, Rav. You know, if I ever say I'm using a 5 lot, then I'll let you know. But I think today I'm probably using a 10 lot, but I'm going to be closing out my trades whenever I need to. So if I feel risky about the trade, I'm going to pull it out early, but I'm using a normal lot size today. Morning, David. Morning, everybody. So market's opening in about 3 minutes, 3 minutes and 30 seconds. Morning, Delmas. And we'll see what happens. So the next news event is at 9. So hopefully we have a clear market from now until 8, you know, our normal trading hours. And then we'll see what happens there. I mean, there was some medium news here at 5:30 about an hour ago. It was positive and negative core durable goods orders and durable good orders. Other than that, I don't really see anything else. But we had Fed members speak all morning. We had at 5 o'clock Fed member Evans, and they spoke like really early this morning. Unsure why, because the market wasn't even open yet. But Fed member Evans was speaking at 5:30 or at 5 o'clock, and then Fed member Williams spoke at 6, and then again right now at 9. So we'll see. Market's opening in about 1 minute and 45 seconds. So we'll see what happens there. Yeah, I missed a scalp right here. That would have been a nice one right there for a nice quick little TP. 10. Yeah, like barely. It's all good. All right, so let me clean up the charts a little bit, because we're going to be looking for this possible breakout. So market is opening in about 1 minute. Once we have that, we'll look at the fundamentals to see where price is likely to go. Looking at the futures data is currently 19 points in the green. It's not very high, because when the market actually opens, it can shift to the downside. So we need to wait and make sure that we have the confirmation before we hop in. Morning, Christopher. Morning, everybody. All right, so countdown. We got 40 seconds. And you can see prices starting to shift back to the downside, right? So I think it's going to drop, but we'll see. There's no guarantee whether we're going to have a sell or a buy, but I'm most likely going to be preparing for a possible sell. So we got about 20 seconds. We got 15 seconds, 10 seconds, 5 seconds, 4, 3, 2, 1, and the market's open. So you can see prices starting to dump, but it's starting to go back and forth. So looking how it's pushing on right here, it's starting to shift right back up. Let's check the fundamentals to see what the bias is for today. Let me refresh this. All right, so it's currently up 21 points. It's not very high. Looking over here at the stock index, it's currently right down the middle. It's half red, half green. Looking at this right here, we might have a buy for this breakout. However, I'm not sure if I'll be taking it just yet. And the market's been kind of all over the place the past couple weeks. Hasn't really been damn, look at that big spike. So we got to be careful here, guys, because you can see this big spike off this candle, right? So price came down, then it shot all the way back up, then it came right back down. So as you can see, this is a huge spike right here. Price spiked about, let's see, it literally spiked like almost 500 pips within just like 2 seconds. So guys, just be careful today. If you guys are trading RAV, you probably want to lower your lot size today. You know, just a heads up for you. I can take a full lot size because I'm okay with the risk, but for you, you know, you're not really sure how you want to trade it. So I think you should probably lower your lot size today, unless you're like fully confident with these trades here, because you can see how price is spiking back and forth. Price came up, rejected off the London low and New York high from last week, and it just shot all the way back down. Again, right here, it's retesting it a second time. We might see this charge up, reject off this point, and then spike right back down again. So Rav, unless you're able to handle the risk, I recommend that you use a smaller lot size, because if you can't handle a 500 pip drawdown, you're going to get screwed, because you're probably going to be stuck in some drawdown for a while as price continues to move back and forth. So looking at this right here, this is technically going to be the breakout, but I'm not going to take it. I'm just going to take other scalps after it, because I don't feel comfortable taking this trade right here. with how it's moving. If I do take it, I'll probably take it for a partial move, not the complete move, because it's just too risky. Look, you guys can see how volatile the market is right now. I'm gonna go and just mark a line right here for the TP1, but you guys can see how fast price is moving, right? It's just bouncing back and forth rather quickly. So I'm not necessarily looking to risk it, and we'll follow it. I'll follow right here. Maybe I'll take it for a small little move. Let me see if I can catch this for maybe like 100 pips. Let's see. All right, so I got in and out of that trade right there. I just caught it for 100 pips real quick. I'm not going for the full move, guys. It's just too risky. I'm worried that it's going to come right back down and reverse on me. I'll send you my profits. What I've been doing lately is I've been automatically setting my TP stop loss. So I just enter a trade. I already go for the 100 pips. I have my TP automatically set. So I already made my 1,000 off that. Let me just send you guys my my profits off that. It was quick in and out, real easy. It hit TP1 technically right here. So if you guys caught the half move right here, I'll give you guys a little update because that's where I caught it too as well. I just made a quick 1,000 off that, like a few seconds, which is not bad. You know, low risk, in and out right away. All right, so let's see. And you can see it right here where it's coming right back down, right? This is exactly why I didn't want to hold on to it. I got in real quick and I pulled it out. All right, so quick little move right there. I'll give you guys a screenshot of my profits. It closed me out a little early, but I'm still up 1,000 for the day. One of my accounts, my second account over here, I'm up about a lot more. So about 1,000 across both of my accounts. Let me give you guys a screenshot of my profits here as well. And if you guys want to send your profits in the group, go ahead and send them over. And then we can share them at the end of the day. So here, let me just send you guys my profits. So as you guys can see, I took that trade really quick, locked in about 900, close to 1,000 off there. It's supposed to be 1,000, but due to the spread, it cut me off at about 910 plus fees. So my commissions are about like 35 bucks or 50 bucks. So cut off about 50 off the 1,000, and then also the spread another 20, 30 bucks. So that's why I made 910 instead of the full 1,000 there. So you guys can see here, these are the trades I took last night that I was referring to. So I made about 600 to 700 last night, and then this morning off this little breakout right here, I made about close to 1,000. It's probably gonna hit full TP, but I'm not gonna risk it. If you guys want to risk it, feel free. Like I mentioned, every day, it's really up to you guys, right? It's your account. If you guys want to take the risk, take the risk. If you don't want to take the risk and be careful like me, then be careful, right? I'm not controlling your account here. So it's really up to you. If you guys have the trade psychology, then do what you feel you're comfortable with. For me, I'm not comfortable with holding the trade because the last thing I want to do is lock in 1,000, 2,000 right here, and then it reverses on me, and then I'm upset because I could have pulled out over here, but I was being smart about it, so I did pull out like I did right now. And I'm like, it's really up to you guys. So you can see right there, it's about to hit full TP. If it hits full TP, it hits full TP. And I'm happy for whoever it does. There you go, full TP off that. So there you go, full TP off the breakout. So whoever caught that, big congrats to you guys. I only caught it for a partial move, like I didn't catch the entire move, but I'm glad to see that whoever caught it and held on to it, great work there. It's really up to preference, right? I've been trading for a long time, guys, and I understand when there's risk in the market. And when there's risk in the market, I'm not going to risk holding it for the full move and just instead of closing out for partial profits. So although I only locked in about 900 or I guess almost 2,000 here because I have two accounts, this technically should have been a 5,000, but due to the risk today, I only took it for a partial move. So congrats to whoever caught it. Looks like a lot of you guys here did catch it. I'll go over the profits shortly, but let me just give a little update here for this specific trade. So looks like we're good right here. But everyone trades differently, guys. Like, depending on your risk, if you want to take full risk or take minimal risk or half risk, it's really up to you. But there we go, full TP off that. There was like little to no drawdown. However, since I entered halfway through the push right here, I would have been into massive drawdown if I held on to it even longer and let it drop. So nice profit off that K2 US 30 breakout entry. So yeah, if you guys have profits to send over, put them in the group, and then I'll add them to our daily profits for the day. All right, so that's good right there. Let me send these to the other groups right here. Right there. If Fed member Williams is still speaking, he probably said something that was positive for the market, causing the market to really push up really heavily like that. Because I'm not sure if he's still speaking, but if he started speaking at 6, I'm pretty sure he's still speaking because he usually speaks for like about an hour. How are you doing, dude? Hi. Sorry, guys. I don't know if you hear that thumping. It's like my dog. He wants to go outside. So he's like knocking on the wall with his tail. All right. So anyways, we're done with this breakout right here. We're going to start looking for some more trades. Let me look at everyone's profits. So Jamie over here made a total of 510 for the day. Nice work, Jamie. Looking over here at Ryan locked in a total of 115 right here. Nice work, Ryan. Sisuk over here locked in a total of 3,035 for the day. Great work, Sisuk. I know. Look at Sisuk. He traded a DAX last night. We were talking about DAX because there was some news yesterday, and he looks like he was playing around with it, but made a couple of mistakes. Maybe we should probably stick to US 30, right? Over here looking at the other, let's see, at the premium trade talk. So Charlie over here locked in a total of 198. Nice work, Charlie. Looking over here at Rick locked in a total of 935. Great work, Rick. Yeah, Rick said this is BS. I was at 1,200 when I closed. Yeah, it's too volatile right now. That's why, Rick. That's what happened with mine as well. That's why I only had a partial profit off mine. CC again, 3,035. Looking at Albert over here, Albert locked in a total of 945. Great work, Albert. And over here, looking at Angela locked in a total of 929 this morning, trading GJ. So definitely great work amongst everyone there. Salarm as well, locked in a total of 775. Nice work, Salarm. Other than that, let me see if there's anything else. Let's see, Scott over here too. Scott locked in a total of 1,210. So as you guys can see, I'm not the only person that made profit off this trade right here, right? There was like almost 10, 20, 30 people here who locked in profit off this one trade. Cheryl over here as well. She's up 1,391. Great work, Cheryl. And her other account over here locked in a total of 787. So great profits amongst everyone else. Let's look at the public group over here. Seth as well. Seth locked in a total of 990. Great work, Seth. So great work amongst everyone here. If you guys have more profits to send over, go ahead and send them over, and then I'll add them to the profit list for the day. Otherwise, we will continue on with these scalps here. So let me just put up the strategies that we're applying. So here's the 1 minute. We're just looking for a retracement now. So looking at that right there. Also, yeah, this would have been a nice buy. Price broke the structure right here with the buy signal. Could have caught this for a huge move to the upside. And this is one of the other strategies that I've been applying lately. It's the one that I went over during the mentoring session. I don't necessarily want to teach this to anybody because it's very lucrative, but it's also very risky. So if you don't follow directions, if you can't get the basic strategies down, then this is going to be very difficult for you guys to get down because you guys are going to get really greedy taking these trades here. It's a super easy strategy, but I don't really plan on teaching anybody here this one specifically. If you guys want to watch that, just go back to the previous mentoring session from last week. And you can see where I explained it in detail. All right, so here on the 10-minute, let me see if there's any possible snipes here. There's two strategies that we apply here. We apply the snipe strategy and also the daily strategy. So there's two different ones that we plan on applying here. Let me see if there's any snipes that are available right now. I'm gonna go and just draw some zones here. We got one right here. And we got another one right here. All right. So no snipes available right now. Let me clear the chart real quick because it looks like someone drew on the chart. All right, looks good. Roman here as well. So let's see. Roman over here locked in a total of 2,020. Nice work, Roman. Are you still on? I'm wondering if you're still on vacation, Roman, because Roman was actually road tripping. So if you guys remembered last week, Roman was road tripping over here all throughout Canada, but he was stopping at bus stops every day to trade. So, okay, nice. So Roman's on his last day on the road. So every day Roman's been traveling on the road in his truck, and he's been locking in about 1,000 a day, right? Like 2,000 today. Like, how can it get any better than that? Roman just comes on the live sessions with us in the morning, locks in profit, and then goes back on the road. So this is Roman's truck over here. He's been traveling all weekend, or all week actually. So definitely have a safe last leg of your trip, Roman, and we'll catch you back here tomorrow if you're about to log off. But I think you'll probably be on for a little bit, right? A few more minutes or so. Okay, some more profits right here. Let me scroll up. Scott locked in a total of 1,210. Jordan locked in a total of 603. Nice work, Jordy. Paul locked in a total of 1,398. Great work right there, Paul. And Larkin locked in a total of 693. Great work, everybody. Let's see if there's anything else here. Kip as well. So Kip copied the trades to his smaller account. He locked in a total of 864 for the day. So definitely great work amongst everyone here. As you guys can see, there's like about 30 to 50 people who locked in profit with us off this one trade right here. And we're here to catch another one. So let me go back to the 3-minute. There's no entry here. In order for us to get an entry here, we need a retracement. So we're looking for a retracement to the downside, and then we catch it as it swings back up. So looking at the requirements right here, we need a valid K2 momentum signal. So we need a signal that swings to the upside. Right now we have a buy signal current. So we need this to swing back down, and we catch it as it swings back up to confirm the second requirement. Because in order for us to take a buy, price needs to be above these pivots. In order for us to take a sell, price needs to be below these pivots. So right now, price is above. We're looking for a buy signal, which is going to happen after we get a retracement. Same with the 1 minute over here. We're looking for a retracement to the downside. And then we're going to catch it as it swings right back up. Looking at this right here, price just currently broke the Asia high. This is purple line right here. It might reject right down from there. So what might happen is price might reject from this, and then we might get that retracement to the downside, or it might break above and continue pushing up higher. Same with the 3 minute over here. Price is rejecting off the Asia high from yesterday, and it might be coming right back down. Matthew's asking, how do you automatically set TP? So if you use the depth of market tool on MetaTrader, you can set it to there. So if you right click on your MetaTrader 4 chart, there's a button right there that says depth of market. When you click on that, it's going to give you a thing's going to pop up with all the prices. So in the middle, you'll put the lot size. On the left side, you'll put the stop loss, which is going to be a set number. And then on the right side, you'll put the CP. So for me, I have it set to the 1 minute scalps, which is going to be 300 pips for stop loss, 100 pips for TP on the left side, and that's how you would do it. Paul said he made 1,200 on NASDAQ. Nice work, Paul. Paul said NASDAQ is currently 1.36%, is down 1.36% for the day. Down, that's crazy. So let me check the CNBC real quick. All right, refresh this right now. So the Dow 30 is up right now, 201 points. S&P is down 13 points. NASDAQ's down 169 points down. So NASDAQ, S&P is getting beat up right now. DJA and Russell 2K are currently up. Looking at this right now, let me refresh this. Yeah, the Dow Jones is currently up 208 points. Looking at the stock index right here, stock index is up pretty heavily. It's pretty green right now. But we did have a news report right here. It says Dow rises 100 points as 10-year yield tops 1.5%. Tech share is way on a broader market. So I kind of, we'll see what happens here, but what might happen is this might pump it up because this news right here is pumping price up right now. And what might happen next is it might just come right back down, right? So we'll see what happens next. But we're still looking for that retracement. The retracement hasn't come yet. Price is currently breaking the zone right here. It might come up and retest this, or not retest, but test this London high right here before it might possibly come right back down from this point. I think it's going to have to come down eventually because there's a lot of things that are indicating that price is going to come back down. For one, the news event right here. Usually when this news event pumps price, they let price pump up even higher to lure in some more retail traders. Once they have enough, the market makers and institutions will dump price right back down. Let's look at retail sentiment over here. Retail sentiment is currently 56% short. So it looks like a lot of people are still short right now in the market. Until this number starts to shift to the long side, then it'll probably shift down. However, right now, it's still pretty strong. So we'll see what happens next. RD's asking, is that a picture of Donald Trump behind you? No, not at all. Behind me right here. It's a bull and here, let me check it out. It's a bull and a bear. I don't know how you got Donald Trump out of there. Let me see. I can't even see my camera. Yeah, so it's a bull and a bear because market can be bearish or market can be bullish, right? It's not Donald Trump. I just find that kind of funny that someone thought it was Donald Trump behind me. But yeah, it's a bull and a bear. Anyways, going over here real quick, let me see if there's anything else that that I'm looking at right here. Let me drop this a little bit. Price is currently at the London high. Let's see what happens if price actually breaks and closes above it. It might drop from this point. Yeah, it's all good, RD. I was like the randomest thing I've ever heard. If it was Donald Trump, but it was funny. It gave me a good laugh. Yeah, he said I could just see the tie. Yeah, Salorm said it's Trump wearing a bear mask. Oh, Al thought it was Donald as well. Yeah, no. Sorry guys, sorry burst your bubble. It's not Donald. It's it's a bull and a bear with a suit on. All right, cool. So guys, it rejected right off the London high right here, just like we anticipated. I'm still looking for this retrace. Needed to retrace down so that we can catch it as it swings back up, but we haven't gone there yet. So yeah, that looks good right there. Yeah, nice work, Jay. So Jay over here as well. Jay locked in 2,600. Jay he just put in his order for his Tesla. So Jay, we gotta get you funded, bro, and we gotta get you consistent with your profit so that you can get that going. So yeah, big congrats to Jay over here. Jay just had his kid recently, and he just bought a Tesla. He ordered it, so it's gonna be coming in March. So you got a lot of time, Jay. You got from September, October, November, December, January, March. You got about 5 months to make some pretty solid profits with FCMO or whatever you decide to trade with. And yeah, by that point, you'll be good. You'll probably be able to pay off your Tesla like right away if you're consistent, from now until then. 5 months is a long time. All right, so definitely great work right there, Jay. All right, cool. Jerry as well. So Jerry locked in a total of 938. Nice work, Jerry. So Jerry said done for the day, close enough to his 1K per day. So this is one thing that's also good, guys. So a lot of people like to have a profit goal for the day. Jerry's profit goal is to make 1,000 a day, which is not bad at all because you do the math here. 1,000 a day, 5 days a week, 4 weeks in the month, 12 months in the year. That's 240,000 trading if you just trade to 1,000 each day. Obviously your goals can go higher, but this is Jerry's goal. He can do this easily, just taking one trade with us or a couple trades with us each morning, and reaching that goal every day. So other than that, let's see, Alberto as well. Albert locked in a total of 1,115. Amazing work right there, Albert. Congrats. And look at price right now. So price is doing exactly what I just mentioned, right? I mentioned that price was probably going to reject off the London high right here, and it was probably going to swing back down because they released this news over here that pumped price up to just hype people into the trade. And then now they're starting to dump it right back down. But we'll see if it holds. What it might happen was price might come up if there's not enough retail sellers on the buy side, which I don't think there is right now. There's only it's still 56% short. So majority of traders are still short right now. So what might happen here is price will come right here. It might reject off this point right here as well. And then it just might consolidate. So from this point right here, price might just range within this area. Once they have enough buyers, they'll probably push it back up again, then bring it back down, consolidate for a while, right? They're probably gonna do that for a while. And then once there's enough people on the buy side, looking at this right here, once this shifts, well, I don't think it's gonna shift because a lot of retail traders, they're not stupid, right? Well, I mean, the majority of people don't really get it, but a lot of people are starting to get it right now. They can see the trap being set up. So what's happening right here is traders are starting to shift to the short side. If this happens right here, we can expect price to continue pushing up higher. So one thing to keep in mind right now, guys, the fundamentals are cool because the fundamentals are all bullish. So you're expecting it to go up anyways. It's at 227 points in the green. looking at the actual stock index right here, this is all completely, I mean, it's not completely green, but it's mostly green here for the most part. It's half green, more than half green, less than half red. But these stocks here can easily cover the only red ones here that are really holding it down. Like Apple's red, Salesforce is red, and Microsoft is red. But like Goldman Sachs is up 9 points, almost 10 points. It can cover these reds right here. So one thing to keep in mind is going to be this right here. If this number keeps increasing to the short side, price will continue pushing up higher until this number becomes like 60% long, then price will drop. However, right now it's going to be 60% short. So you can probably expect price to continue pushing up higher and higher. So, you know, it's like a game of chess, guys. You guys have to use strategy to identify where the retail traders are trading. You want to trade the opposite of them. If they're going short, you want to go long. If they're going long, you want to go short. Right now, the fundamentals are bullish. So we actually would want to take a buy, but we're looking for that retracement still, right? We need the retracement to the downside, and then we catch it right back up. But looking at this right here, it looks like price is going to continue pushing up higher and higher. It's just, you know, it's a game of patience. You got to wait for that perfect timing to enter the trade. Once we have that, we can hop in. But right now, we don't have any entries available at this time. So let me scroll over here real quick and see what else I'm missing. So Christopher said on the scalp from the mentoring session, we would look for a break and close above the needle. Or did not swing down and create a new low yet. So let's see. Christopher said 35,407. Let me check that. 35,407. I think there might be a typo. Christopher, I think you mean 35,047, right? Because you have 35,407. So I think that might be a typo. I wouldn't consider this the high yet because, like you mentioned, there's no low yet, right? Because the thing is, it can continue pushing up higher. So looking, or I mean, technically, this could be the high. I've been using that indicator that I'm going to create a swing high, swing low indicator for you guys, for the people who want to use the scalp strategy. I've been using this just for a guideline, but it's not very accurate. So I'm going to create one that's a little better so that we could follow it more consistently. So looking here on the 1 minute, yes, this would be the swing high, Christopher. It would be, yeah, I guess it's only off by like one number. So 35,047. No, it's too low. I put it at 35,048. All right, yeah. So you're spot on with that right there, Christopher, for that basically the risky scalp strategy. So this is what I personally be looking for. If price ends up closing above this right here, this line, I'm going to take it for a quick scalp, like 100 pips. Nothing crazy, just 100 pips. You need to close above it though. If you guys want to go back and rewatch that strategy, I'm not going to teach it here because, like I mentioned, it's a very risky strategy, and I don't want people to take it without understanding how it actually works. So if you guys want to go and watch this strategy that I'm possibly going to apply here, then go on the YouTube channel and just go to videos, and then go to the most recent group mentoring session, which is right here. So everything with the green right here is the mentoring session videos. Basically, if it's a one-on-one, it has me in the picture right here. But if it's just a group mentoring session, it's going to be this one right here. So about 5 days ago, I had a group mentoring session, and I went over the specific strategy. If you guys want to look at it, go there. I'm not going to teach you guys it here because it's just too complicated. I know well, it's not complicated, but it's going to be, there's a lot of questions that are going to come up regarding the specifics, and I don't have time to explain the strategy to you while trading at the same time. So if you guys want to go watch it, just go on the YouTube, the K² YouTube, and then watch the most recent group mentoring session right here where I explained it. But yeah, Christopher, this is what I'm going to be looking for right here, for price to close above this point. If price ends up closing above here, then I'll take it for a quick buy for about 10 points, which is 100 pips. Like that, just a quick little move right there. Because there's nothing else available right here. So if you guys remembered what I mentioned earlier, I said price was going to bounce between this area and consolidate, and that's exactly what's happening, right? So what I see happening right here is the market makers and institutions are just churning the market, right? They're trying to get people into one way or the other. Looking at this right here, the shorts are starting to stack up, right? It's now 59% short. Like I mentioned before, you want to trade the opposite of everyone else. So if everyone's going short, we're going to go long. So I'm looking for this right here. It's just going to go sideways until they have enough people on one side or the other. And then as soon as this number right here gets big, like once it gets to like 60%, like above 60%, we're probably going to see a breakout to the upside, just to spike up top. And the reason they do that is because it's going to stop everyone out, right? Everyone who's short is going to get stopped out. So definitely something to look out for. Yeah, no problem, Christopher. I'm glad that you're applying it because it's a really lucrative strategy. If you can follow directions and do it properly, you can make a ton of profit. Like Maddie has been killing it. That's exactly what Jay was using too. So Jay over here, he all these profits, he took off the breakout, but he also has been taking the strategy that I was just mentioning. That's that scalp strategy, right? He's been doing it and he's just been killing it every day. Like I think once Jay saw that strategy, he was like, bro, I'm gonna go get a Tesla. He went to the mall yesterday and ordered his Tesla, which is gonna be it's gonna be produced in March. So yeah, big congrats. I like seeing, you know, K2 members right here. Kill it. Oh, okay, there we go. Ah, crap. Let me TP. So make sure my TP stop loss is set properly. I should have waited for this entry right here. Let's see. I have to set a wider stop loss. Yeah, I accidentally clicked on it because I was trying to move the chat over to fix my TP stop loss. I accidentally clicked enter. I should have waited a little longer for it to smooth. Now I gotta move my stop loss lower. It's too close. Yeah, I'm trying to calculate this right now. I can't calculate off my thing. Let me see if I get this. So where's my entry at? Entry is, yeah, I definitely got to get a second screen for my, just for my MT4. Because the thing is, I keep getting my Zoom windows, like, trying to change my stop loss, it's too close. 350. And my MT4 is not updating. My MT4 is frozen. Oh, man, that's the worst time for it to be frozen. Here, let me I just need to calculate in my head. 35. 227. Whatever, I'm gonna leave it alone. My MT4 keeps freezing on me. I can't calculate it because that's the downside of having your automatic TP stop loss, because it automatically places. And for me, it's too close right now. I was thinking about removing it, but I'm just gonna let it run. Let it do what it needs to do. Let's see if I can adjust it right here. Get a little more space. All right, so I just adjusted my stop loss a little bit. It was just too close because of the spread, and then it's right here. The spread and also the price difference. I forgot to let me calculate the difference right here as well. So price difference right now for FTMO and 14. So 30529 minus 35029 minus 35020. All right, it's only off by like 10 pips. It's not a huge difference. I did adjust my stop loss a little lower just to cover. I probably didn't cover enough because I only changed it by like 7 pips, but it's okay. But now it's starting to shift back to the upside right here. I'm just gonna let it be. If it whatever happens, happens. That was my mistake for not being more careful. This happens to me all the time, guys. I keep telling myself I'm gonna buy a new monitor just for MT4. And I'm probably gonna have to now because this thing keeps happening all the time. So it's all good. But I do have my stop loss a little lower. So what I did right here is I have my stop loss pretty low down here. If it triggers it, it triggers it. It's all good. I'll just catch the next scalp as it swings back up because I'm already in profit for the day. So I probably like lost like a little more than what I made for the day. Yeah, I'm hitting my stop loss. Yeah, so guys, another reminder, that's what I mean about the strategy, right? It's too risky because if you take a trade right there, like like if you did what I did right there and entered like right away, you probably would have gotten caught because this is doing exactly what I mentioned earlier. I mentioned price was going to come up, it was going to fake people out, and it was going to come right back down. What I needed to do is I needed to have a wider stop loss. So it came back down right here, and then now it's just going to go sideways again before it swings even further. What I needed to do is I needed to have my stop loss below here. However, I entered at the wrong time. I was going to wait for it to pull back a little bit to get a little discount around this area and then catch it as it swings up so that I can have my stop loss down here below this range. So unfortunately, stop loss was just too tight. And that's my mistake, right? It happens. Even though I've been trading for so long, I still make mistakes like that. So I ate that loss right there, but it's okay because once I have another scalp, I'll hop in for the next one. And then make it back. And you can see price starting to swing back up right here. I just didn't want to risk it because the thing is, if I held onto it down here, I'd be risking, double risk rather than holding, like closing out right here where I was supposed to close out to begin with. So it's all good. I ate a small loss right there, but it's okay. I'm going to bounce back from it. And then we'll just make it right back. So this is the area where I was talking about earlier. It's still going to range within this area right here, the London high and Asia high. But I do think it's going to swing back up at some point. Yeah, let me see what damage did I take off that stupid trade right there. Why did I take that stupid trade? Accident. It's okay. I hate losing trades. Like, you guys know how I trade here. I usually don't take risky trades like that. But the problem was my Zoom window was over the MT4 and I accidentally clicked on it, which it's all good. Damn. All right. So I lost all my profits from this morning. It's not that bad. It could have been worse. I just lost like a little over 1,000. I could have lost like 3,000 or 5,000 if I held on to it down here and then it came down, but it's okay. Let's start looking for another trade here. So nothing here on the 1 minute, nothing here on the 3 minute, because we're still looking for that retracement. It never came before it swings back up. Same here on the 1 minute. We're looking for the retracement to the downside, which never came. Looking over here on the 10 minute, there's not going to be any entries available. Reason for that is because for the daily entry, we need to have a valid signal. There's no valid signal right now. Looking for the snipe, we need a rejection off the pivot. So in order for us to take a trade here, price needs to come down, reject off the pivot, and then swing back up. And you guys can see right here, price is starting to swing all the way back up to where it was supposed to go. So it is what it is, but for me, I'd rather just have that that small loss than me having a stomach price possibly coming down here. But yeah, if I had a wider stop loss, I would have survived this, and then it probably would have pushed back up and hit my TP, but it's okay. Sometimes it's better just eat a smaller loss than to risk a bigger loss just to have have price swing back up, because you can always come back into the trade. Like for me, myself, if I want to hop back in later, I can do that, but I'm probably not going to, because like I mentioned before, I should have followed my own advice and waited for this to shift to the short side. So I'm waiting for this to shift closer to like a 60% short, because once we get that 60% short, we might see price spike to the upside a bit heavier. So just something to keep in mind. Anyways, let me see this over here. I think this is good. All right. All right, so let's see what happens here. I think price is just going to go sideways for a bit. If you guys have questions, feel free to drop your questions in the chat. Otherwise, we will just be waiting for some sort of movement. Right now, price is just going sideways for the most part, but I do think it's going to swing up. We just need more retail traders on the short side. It's still 59% short. Let's look at the Dow Index. Looking at the actual stock index right here, it's completely green for the most part. There's a couple red stocks right here, but like I mentioned, the reason why I'm saying that this is completely green is because Goldman Sachs is up 9 points, right? So Salesforce is down 4 points, Microsoft is down 5 points. So if you add those up, that's 9 points, right? So if you just match Goldman Sachs with these two down here, these turn green, right? Looking at these right here as well, these other green stocks will cover these red stocks right here. So looking at the overall index for the day, the average is currently up 213 points. Looking at the futures data is currently up 214 points. So both of these side by side, they're both very bullish right now. But price obviously is just going sideways. So until we have some sort of bias that changes that, then we'll we'll have price swing up. But right now there's no swing up. This is what we're looking for right here. This red signal. We want this red signal so that we get the retracement. And then when we get the buy signal back to the upside, we can take that for another trade. Using the 1 minute scalp, vice versa, using it on the 3 minute as well if we get that here, but we don't have it on the 3 minute yet. The closest thing we have is going to be right here on the 1 minute right now. All right. So now it's just a waiting game. It's just going sideways. Damn, I was really expecting that to push up though from right there. Because it did break that structure, but then it ended up coming back down. Let me see how far did it pull down from. Yeah, my stop loss was too tight. So I need my stop loss to be down here. But then I would have been risking, if I was to do that right there and had my stop loss down here, I would have been risking a lot more. So that's why I didn't want to risk it. I'd rather just eat the loss right here and then move on and catch the next one to recover from that. But as you guys can see, price is just going sideways. Not really much movement here at all. Let's check the retail sentiment. Yeah, it looks like a lot of people are not entering the market either. So whoever entered for the sell earlier is just holding on to it. What I think might happen here is they might have to drop price slightly below this point, just like how they did right here. So you can see how price broke above the London high right here slightly. This was a fake out, right? Price swung up, it faked people out. People entered the buy like I did on accident. And then I took the loss right there. Again, right here, I think they might swing price below slightly to fake people out for the sell. So if they swing it down below here, people enter the sell. And then when you least expect it, it'll just skyrocket straight back up. So that's kind of what I'm looking for right here. And the reason for that is because fundamentals are all pointing towards the upside. So looking over here, everything is pretty bullish, right? This is bullish. The daily average is bullish. Stock index is bullish. Futures data is bullish. Everything's bullish for the fundamental side. Looking over here on the fundamental side, on the technical side, everything's bullish as well, right? Look at this 1 hour candle, bullish. Looking at the 10 minute, bullish, 3 minute, bullish, 1 minute, also bullish. So as you can see right here, price is just going sideways, and we're just waiting for it. But I do think it's going to push to the upside. It's like charging up right now. This is like some sort of squeeze, right? Price is squeezing down the middle. And then when you least expect it, it's either going to spike up or it's going to spike down. My guess is it's probably going to spike up because retail sentiment is currently short right now. For one, it's short. For two, fundamentals are completely green. So it has to go up. I mean, it doesn't have to, but if price isn't being manipulated, it's going to have to go up. Let's see. Dean said, Shawn, any tips on taking no losses like we see you and a lot of others daily? So for the main advice that I can give you, Dean, is to follow the strategies like exactly, right? The problem why a lot of people end up losing at trading is they overtrade or they like to take shortcuts, right? Like for example, here we have all the requirements right here, and a lot of the people, they just trade in the morning with me. So they trade in the morning from like 6:30 to 8. They have a specific time period that they like to trade. Or if you want to trade London session, you can trade from London up until a US session. But I think the main problem is a lot of people like to take shortcuts, right? Like say, for example, here we have like there's only 2 requirements. Literally there's 2 requirements, but you'll see a lot of people just take off one requirement. They'll take off this, right? They'll just look for a valid signal, or they'll look for price to be above and they'll take off the momentum signal. I'm not sure how you've been trading, Dean. If there's any specific trades where you think should have won and you're not sure like why it lost, you can always run it by me, or you can pop it into the chat. The thing with me and a lot of other traders that are really good at applying the strategies is that they all follow exactly what I do, right? They confirm the technical bias, they confirm the fundamental bias, they also confirm the retail bias, right? A lot of people don't like to do that. They think it's too much work and they like to just take lucky trades. Well, I wouldn't say lucky, but they want to take trades like right away without fully confirming the market. So what I recommend is to confirm everything. That's what I do with all my trades. I confirm the technicals, I confirm the fundamentals, I confirm the retail sentiment. If everything lines up, then I would take the trade. I'm very careful with the trades I take. I'm very selective. So that's why I don't have very many losses. If I do have a loss, it's usually an accident or there's some sort of manipulation in the market, right? There was some sort of news event that was going on, like today. There was a lot of news events this morning that we weren't really aware of, like with Fed member Williams. I don't know like where he's talking because I haven't seen his his live stream anywhere. Obviously this stuff's going to affect the market, so it becomes a little risky. So if I was going to be very careful, I'd probably not even trade today, but I already made some pretty good profit today, and that's fine. But yeah, going back to what I was saying before, in order for you to maximize your wins, you have to confirm everything. I know it's a lot of work, confirm the technicals, so I'll just put it right here. I'll put my checklist over here for Shawn's K2 confirmations, confluences, and I'll put them in order. So for one, I check the check fundamental, or I'll just do fundamental analysis. So fundamental analysis, 2, retail sentiment. A lot of people like to look at technicals first, but that's actually one of the lesser ones that I look at. Technical analysis, and then after that, check news. So I mean, this is all I look at. If you're able to look at all this stuff right here, and this is the word that I always look at it at. I look at fundamentals because fundamentals are always leading. Like I was mentioning over here, the fundamentals are very bullish, right? It's 227 points in the green. The entire stock index right here is, for the most part, the Dow 30 index is completely green as well. So I was anticipating a bullish move anyways. And as you can see right here, price is starting to shift up. Now I'm kind of mad that I closed out of my position for a loss here, because if I held on to it, I'd be back to break even right now. And it's about to push into profit. So my analysis from this morning, or not from this morning, from this mistake that I took earlier, it did work. However, my stop loss was just too close. My stop loss was like literally on the dot. It hit my stop loss and then it shot all the way back up. But if I had my stop loss below here, like I was saying earlier, I could have, survived this slow pullback and then it would have shot right back into profit. So, I mean, it is what it is. But with today's market, I prefer to just have that small loss right there and just lose my profits from the breakout, rather than having to, suffer a bigger loss here. So this is just a weird market, right? It's Monday. For one, it's Monday. For two, there's a lot of news this morning. You can see from the calendar here, there's a lot of news this morning. So that passed already. So we had a lot of news from 5, US news specifically, from 5 up till 6. And then we traded from 6 until right now 7. And obviously, price is just moving kind of funky, but it is what it is. So let me see what else we got over here. But yeah, going back to what we were just talking about, Dean, this is what I would recommend you look at all times. Look at fundamentals first, then look at retail sentiment. Try to trade opposite of retail sentiment. You don't always have to, but if the fundamentals are bullish, retail sentiment is bearish, that's perfect, because you want things to be opposite. If fundamentals are pushing to the upside, but then everyone's trading short, that's perfect, because you want to trade with fundamentals anyways. So fundamentals first, retail sentiment, technical analysis. And then if your trade falls after you've confirmed all this stuff here, then I would take it. That's where you would be, man, look at this bullshit. I'm trying not to be upset, but I'm like a little upset because I took the loss here when I should have just held on to it, and it shot all the way back up to where, so now it's in profit. Damn. I should have just moved the stop loss lower, at least a little bit lower, because it would have hit my TP right there. Super close. And that would have been 1,000 in profit right there if I would have held on to it. So that would have been good right there, but it's all good. I mean, it is what it is. I took my loss for the day. So I'm around like break even right now, or like a little under break even for the day, which is okay, because today's a risky day. I'll rather just come back tomorrow and then make all my profits back. So looking at Patricia over here, she locked in a total of 1,700. Great work right there, Patricia. Nice. Scotty over here as well. Scotty locked in a total of 760 this morning. Great work, Scotty. Alex over here too. Let me scroll down a little bit. So Alex locked in let me scroll up a little bit. So Albert locked in 1,115. Great work, Albert. Tommy over here locked in 7,514. Great work, Tommy. Scrolling down a little bit, Alex over here locked in a total of 1,748. Great work, Alex. Patricia over here locked in a total of 1,700. Nice, Patricia. Her other account, she locked in 1,660. So you guys can see all the people here who locked in profits with us this morning. Just following in exactly what everyone else locked in. So Jamie over here as well. Jamie locked in a total of 1,000 right there. Nice work, Jamie. Seth as well. So Seth said due to the delay between YouTube and real time, I got in a trade at a better price. So Seth actually pulled in right here, locked in a total of 1,605. Nice work, Seth. So that actually worked to an advantage for Seth. Seth over here, he has the delay because he's on YouTube, and he took the trade and he got in for a better price. So definitely great work right there, Seth. Patricia here as well. Nice work, Patricia. 1,660. Roman over here too. So Roman said, might call it a day. Need $8 more for an even number. So Roman's currently at 3,992 this morning. He's supposed to be at about 4,000. So he wants to shoot for another $8, but I think it's better for him to just call it a day. So definitely great work right there, Roman. I'm glad to see everyone here killing it. So everyone's doing amazing this morning. Salarm as well. Salarm's up 1,290. Great work, Salarm. Let's see, Abraham over here. Nice. So Abraham's taking a break for the day today. Nice Lexus, bro. I used to have the same one. Is this an IS? Yeah, I had this IS before I got my my Tesla. It's a fun car. Let's see. Other than that, I think everything else over here. Yeah, no, definitely. Seth said, thanks for the shout out. No, great work right there, Seth. Glad to see you profiting right there with everyone else here, even on the YouTube, right? So like I mentioned, guys, it doesn't matter whether you're on the YouTube or if you're on the free YouTube or whether you're on the Zoom, you can still make profit regardless. It's going to be a little more difficult to profit on the YouTube because it's delayed, but you can see right here, Seth is on the free YouTube and he's still locking in profits with this every morning. So great work, Seth. Albert over here as well. Albert came back with some more profit. He's now up 1,292 this morning. Great work, Albert. All right, so great profits amongst everyone right there. I'm still kind of salty, guys. I'm not gonna lie. I'm salty because I closed out of this position right here and it should have hit TP. Yep, it broke right past the TP right there. It's all good. I just hate losing trades. You guys know how I am. I hate losing trades, especially if it's an accident. Like for this right here, it's an accidental entry because I wanted to wait for it to swing down, but I was moving my Zoom and I ended up entering it and I took the loss here when I could have just held it, but it is what it is. Yeah, Romano said your analysis was spot on. Yeah, it played out exactly like we were anticipating. It was just, it just pulled back a bit. Maddie said, man, I'm salty, so you just woke up. Damn, Maddie, you missed the breakout this morning. It was straight to Tommy said, tag me in profit post, it's been a minute. Yeah, no, for sure. Tommy locked in some nice profit off that. Posted on IG too. Yeah, Tommy, I'll make a profit post later today with everyone. Nelly over here. Oh, nice. Nelly actually held on to that scalp. So Nelly said held on to that scalp, but got stopped out when it moved above break even on the breakout. So Nelly over here actually took the trade and he held on to it and he made some profit off it. So nice work, Nelly. He took the same accidental trade that I took, but he actually held on to it. I should have just held on to it too because I knew my analysis was going to play out, but it is what it is. I'm not gonna cry over it. It's okay because we'll make it back tomorrow or we'll make it back on another scalp right here if I see something. But yeah, I mean, other than that, let me see if there's anything else here for me to look at. There's just no scalp entry that's available right now, guys. So if you guys are wondering, what we're waiting for right here, we're waiting for a retracement and we're gonna catch it as it swings back up, just like everything lined up here. However, we don't have the retracement yet for this specific strategy. Looking over here at the 3-minute. Damn, everything played out perfectly. So you guys can see the arrows that I drew here. I drew these like almost an hour ago. So I drew this arrow here. I said price was going to come reject off this point, swing down and then swing back up. And look what happened. Played out perfectly. Same with the 1 minute here. It was going to consolidate and then spike to the upside. And the only reason I knew that is because I was looking at where everyone's trading, right? If the retail traders are short, market's going to do opposite, guys. So don't be a sheep. Don't follow what everyone else is doing. Do what works, right? Because I feel like a lot of people try to chase what everyone else is doing and they end up blowing their accounts. The market just doesn't move that way. Market does the opposite of what majority of people do. So you want to make sure that you're not trading with the sheep. Like if the sheep are going this way, you want to be a wolf and go this way. You don't want to go the same way as them. But yeah, back to our analysis here. I don't see anything else available. Back on the 10-minute, nothing here. Other than that, let me see if there's anything else here. Talanji, you said to double dip or to not double dip. That's the question. That's risky, Talanji. I don't know about that. I probably wouldn't, but we're probably gonna see a bullish move. We just gotta wait for the retail sentiment, right? I'm still waiting for this to get to 60%. It's still at 58. So I think what might happen here is price might come back down. So see how price swung up above here? I think it's going to fake out, then come right back down slightly to lure in more sellers. Because the thing is, they're not going to push price up unless there's enough sellers here. They're not going to make a lot of money off these people, right? It's only 7:22 right now, so there's a lot of time in the market. So I probably expect it to come back down slightly. And then depending on where sentiment is sitting, price might spike one way or the other. We really don't know what's going to happen yet. It's only 7:22, so just keep that in mind. I know it might feel like it's a little late into the session, but it's not. It's still like barely the beginning. It feels late to me. I feel like we've been on the session for hours, but it's only been like less than an hour actually. Let me scroll up real quick. Let me see if I missed anything. Scroll up real quick. Oh, nice. Okay, so Alex said, all right, guys, this consolidation is giving me a headache. Calling it a day. Made 2K. I'm happy. Good night from Singapore. Yeah, definitely, Alex. We'll see you here tomorrow. Let's see. Al said, other than news, what would stop you from taking a trade from the indicator information? What makes a trade too risky for you to take? So Al, so back to like what I drew earlier. I know it's not on here anymore, but one of the main things that I look at is news. If there's news around the morning, I usually don't like to trade because even though news happens at 6, we can have a late reaction. Like the move can happen like at 6:30 or at 7. So news is one of the main things that I usually look out for. Another thing that will deter me from taking a trade is, say, for example, if we have a buy entry here, right? Say if we get a buy entry, but the fundamentals are all red. So if everything here is all red and it's pointing to the downside, then I'm probably going to skip that trade. Lastly, the last thing that I'll be looking for is if I get say, for example, I get a buy entry here, right? Or say, for example, I get a sell entry. So let me use the opposite. Say if I get a sell entry here, but retail sentiment is like 80% short. Like if this number is huge, like it's like 65, 75, 85, somewhere around that point, if it's really far on the downside, then I'm not going to take that sell because like I mentioned in the beginning, I like to do the opposite of what everyone else is doing. I don't want to trade in the direction of everybody because in that situation, you might get caught in a trap. So yeah, I think those are the main things I look out for. There's not too much. The main thing is just that I'm not trading against fundamentals. And I'm not trading with retail sentiment if it's too heavy one-sided. So main things right there. Not very much, but it's things to keep in mind. Christopher said, have to run. Thank you, Shawn. Have a great day, everyone. Yeah, definitely, Christopher. We'll see you tomorrow. Abraham's asking, Shawn, which lot size would you recommend for 100K if we were to take a 10-minute daily with stop loss risk? So if you're taking the daily entry, Abraham, here, let me see. What's your max loss on the 100K for the day? I think it's 5,000, right? All right, so 5,000. So let's see, 1 times. Okay, so if you're doing 5,000 divided by 3, this is how much you're looking to risk max per trade, like very, very max. This is all you want to lose. So you don't want to lose more than 1,600. So I'd probably recommend using a one lot. Yeah, one lot. So you should probably use a one lot for yours, Abraham, because if you're doing a one lot, it's gonna be $1 per pip. You're going for 1,500 pips. That's 1,500 risk. So if you plan on trading that, I would probably just use a yeah, exactly, because you're planning to risk and to make about 1,500. So the way I got this number right here is because if you lose 5,000 in one day, say for example you use a one lot, right, and you go past 150, because sometimes people like you'll have that emotion in you where you just want to hold on to the trade and you don't want to exit. So if you go below 150 pips, you're only going to be 1,500 in drawdown. You can still let it push down like a couple more pips or a couple hundred pips if you really wanted to, and you still won't trigger your max daily loss. So the main key here is to not get anywhere near max daily loss. So you always want to like say if you're on a 200K account, like for me, I'm on a 200K account and I could lose 10K, right? I divide that by 3. So in this case, I could lose 3 full trades back to back in order for me to reach my daily loss. We rarely lose even once. So if you have this like mindset, like you're not going to be stressed out or worried about passing your daily max loss, because you're only going to be losing a third of it. So this is how you should calculate it. Or if you want to be even more safer, you can even divide it by even more, 5,000 divided by 4. So you can have 4 trades back to back, but that's not going to happen because we never lose that much. Like we don't even lose that much in an entire month. So that's one way to calculate it. Thanks, Rab. Yeah, Rab said there's a 1 minute possibly coming right now. I don't necessarily know if I want to take it though, Rab, because like I was mentioning before, there's a lot of fake outs going on right here because price is kind of just consolidating within this area. So what might happen here is if we get a buy signal, I think price is going to swing back into this area right here and then just consolidate a bit. Because looking over here at the retail sentiment, it's still 58% short. So what if, like, say for example, like just think as if you were a market maker or an institution, right? Like what would I do to increase this number right here? I would give some people some hope, right? So whoever's in that sell right there, I'd probably just keep pushing price slightly lower so that these people here don't close out of their position, right? Because that's what you don't want them to do. You want them to hold on to the position. You want more people to hop onto it. So you want people here to hold on to the short, and you want more people to get in on the short side. So what I see happening here is it's just going to keep tumbling down a little bit. It might even come down to like right here. It might even come down to like below this area. And then I think once this number right here increases to maybe like 60, 65%, like maybe mid-market right here. So say like around like 10 or 12, like around this time over here, then we'll probably see this skyrocket to the upside. And it's just going to stop everyone out. Whoever was in that long position is just going to get stopped out horribly. So that's something that you might want to keep in mind, Rav. It's all psychology, right? You're kind of thinking of like, it's like you're playing chess. Like what would the other team do to have a bigger win? Because the thing is they can spike price up right now, but they're not going to make as much money as they would if this number was higher. Because there's only so many people on the short side. If this was high on the short side, like 70% short, then they can easily spike price to the upside and then make a ton of money off them. I mean, it just depends, right? I don't know what they're thinking right now. It's all strategy on their end, and I'm trying to mimic their strategy. That's basically what I'm doing here. I'm trying to figure out what they're doing to stop out these retail traders, and I'm trying to copy what they're doing or just piggyback their moves. Yeah, Maddie over here as well. Maddie said 1 minute risky if it shows up. Exactly. Roman said, I wonder if the market makers also trade retail, but they know all the moves. I'm pretty sure they do, Roman. I mean, they call it insider trading, but I don't think anyone wants to refer to it as that, right? Because people know it's like whoever's like on the inside, they know what's going on. It's just that they're not making like crazy profit topics, and they'll raise red flags. So let's see if there's anything else right here that I'm missing. Yeah, Maddie said unless it breaks above, but I don't know if I would wait. Yeah, no, same here. So this is the buy that we were just talking about. I don't think I'm going to take it. I'll mark it up for you guys, but I don't think I'm going to take it myself because it does seem a little risky. Or maybe I'll take it for like a quick little move. Let's see. Or I'm gonna take it for a quick little move. Let's see. Got everything set up already. Yeah, if you guys want to take it, feel free, but I do consider it risky, so I might even close out early. But we'll follow through with it. So Rav, I mean, depends if you want to take it. I know you're watching this right here. If you want to take it, feel free. But I might close out early, so we'll see. I do have my TP set already. So if it does, it's already hit my TP. So I'm already out of the position, Rav. we go, full TP right there. Fuck, it closed me out late. Stupid thing. It's okay. It closed me out for some profit. I didn't make the full profit though. It closed me out late because of the price difference. I keep forgetting the price difference between FTMO and TradingView, but it already hit full TP right there. It was a quick move. For whoever caught it, you know, congrats to you guys. I caught it for a small move. It was good. It softened up the blow from earlier this morning with my accidental trade, but I did take it because this is what I like about the set TP. When you have the set TP, I just enter the trade market and then it automatically sets my TP 100 pips away. So I don't have to do anything and it just automatically does it for me. So I made back a bit of that loss from this morning from the accidental buy, but it's okay. It is what it is. Abraham, you have to use the depth of market tool. So if you right click the chart, that's how you'll get the tool on there. All right, so there we go. Sorry, I'm looking at the admin chat over here. CC, are you in the admin chat? CC. Yeah, no, it's funny. We're just talking in the admin chat over here. Right, going back to the going back to what we were talking about over here. So new levels over here locked in a total of 740. Nice work, new levels. So great work right there off that. Looking over here as well, new levels on his other account, or is this the same account? Yeah, so he locked in one profit right here. We locked in 740, and then he took another trade right here, locked in a total of 879. And then Patricia over here as well. Patricia locked in a total of 2,000 today. Great work, Patricia. Sorry, guys, we're having a side combo over here with one of these older K2 members. He's like an older guy, but and there's nothing wrong with being old, right? It's just there's this guy in the group that he believes anything and everything. If he sees a scammer like trying to sell him something, this dude will believe anything. If you're like, hey, I could tell you a strategy that works 100% of the time, he'll go and pay for it. Yeah, this guy's it's just funny. Sisu said it's like the kid you show how to separate your thumb at the barbecue. Yeah, okay, no, that's funny. We're just having a side combo in the because there's just something else that's going on behind the scenes, or it's just funny. Like there's someone that's always asking, you know, if this guy's legit or if this strategy works or something like that. It's like we have something that works here, right? Our strategies here obviously work, but they want to keep looking for something that's better. But obviously we're consistent. I trade live every day, so it's I mean, it's just funny, guys. It's just funny because we like if you guys have been in K2 for a while, you kind of know who's who and who asks like certain questions and who's confused and who's like, and it's just funny because yeah, Dejan said not the thumb separation trick. Exactly. All right, anyways, so sorry about the side combo, but I'm gonna go back to our trades over here. So that 1 minute scalp was nice. That hit the full TP right there. Let me move this over right here as well. and then we'll switch this over here as well. So I'm just giving guys the little update for that 1 minute scalp. Roland said there's nothing wrong with being old. Chill out, Shawn. There really isn't nothing wrong with being old. It's just how some certain people think once they're old. Not everyone thinks that way though. It's just you know, dementia, Alzheimer's, some stuff like that. Sorry guys, I'm not trying to joke about that, but it's just funny. Okay, Cheryl locked in a total of 1,754 for the day. Sorry, Cheryl, sorry, I can't stop thinking about that person right now. CC guy, you know what I'm talking about. Again, right here, another profit for 939. Great profit right there, Cheryl. And Scott over here. So great profit amongst everyone else. I'm done like laughing about the side conversations, but oh man, because it's kind of like comparing Windows 95. So I'm just zoning out right now. So Scott locked in a total of 1,765 right here. Great work, Scott. Cheryl locked in 1,754 right there, and then other account 939. So definitely great work right there, Cheryl. Other than that, let me see if there's anything else for me to look at over here. 2,000. So, but yeah, Patricia here locked in a total of 2,000 for the day as well. Off her other account. So Patricia has two different accounts. She has a smaller account where she locked in 1,700. She has her other account where she locked in 1,660. So definitely great work right there, Patricia. Great work amongst everyone else over here too. Let me see if there's anything else for us to look at. It's currently 7:38 right now. So market is about to, well, market's going to keep going, but I usually get off at 8. I already made my profit for the day. I pretty much made back what I lost earlier off that accidental trade. I lost the breakout profit, and then I made it back off this 1 minute right here. So I'm slightly in profit, not heavy in profit, but I am in profit. So that's the main thing here. That's the good thing here. Other than that, let me see if I'm missing anything else before I sorry, I'll just I'll message you. Insert. Yeah, but should I message you personally? Because I did see the group earlier. So yeah, no, great work right there, Patricia. With your profits right there. So Roman said another 1 minute scalp right there as well. See if there's anything else that I'm missing. So Rav's asking if I would take this 1 minute. I wouldn't take it, Rav, because price is just consolidating here now, right? If I mark up my zones right here, so we got this right here, and we got this right here, or even if I move it up to here. So as you can see, price is just consolidating right here. So if you were to get a buy signal right there, it's going to get close to this upper zone where I don't really want to be trading, right? Because the thing is, it's going to have to break this area right here. And so this point to right here, it's a little risky, right? Because you have to factor in the spread, factor in the price difference. I wouldn't really want to risk this right here. So I personally wouldn't take a Rav. If you want to take it, you know, feel free. Like I mentioned, it's up to everyone, however you guys want to handle it. But if you're asking me personally, if I would take it, I'm not going to take it. It's just not worth the risk. All right. So there goes that entry right there. Sorry, guys, I'm still having side combos on the side. That's why I keep looking out the screen and keep zoning out. I'll mark this up for you right here, Rav, if you decide to take the trade. I'm not going to take it myself, but if you want to take it, feel free. I'll set the TP right there. Now I should stick it with you. Looks about to hit TP. Yeah, so I mean, it looks good for the most part, but like I was mentioning, when it gets to this point right here, so this area right here where there's a lot of wicks, see how these wicks are right here? This is where it becomes risky because price might just swing back down from right there. So you got to be quick, right, Rav? If you enter this trade right here, make sure to set your TP so that you pull out when it actually hits TP, because if you hold on for too long, it might reverse on you just like it did right here, right? Price came up, then it reversed hard. It came up right here, it might reverse hard again. So I'm not going to take the trade. I'm already happy with my profits for the day. I'm up about 1,000 for the day, which is not too bad. Could be better, but I did have that accidental loss. There goes with the full TP. So full TP off that, Rav. Hopefully you caught it and you're out of the trade. I don't recommend holding it on to it for too long. Just wait for the next one. All right, Rav, congrats to you. I'm pretty sure you probably took that trade. I didn't take it. That would have been a nice another 1,000 to add to the account for the day, but it's okay. You can see price just spiked down from there, right? Because now it's probably going to come right back down. But definitely great work right here. Off that 1 minute. All right. So great work right there. Let me see the profits right here. So Ryan actually posted his profits. He locked in a total of 310 for the day. Nice work, Ryan. Damn, are you trading out there in the wilderness, bro? I know you're out there camping right now, or you were, yes, I think over the weekend. But I'm like, damn, he's trading on his phone out there. All right, Ryan, definitely some great profits right there. Jamie as well. Jamie's up 1,202. So great work right here. Jamie has straight wins, no losses. This is all about consistency here, guys. Consistency is key. That's all that really matters. So, just like I was mentioning before, it was just, you have to be very careful. Like Rav right here, it's doing exactly what we anticipated, right? I said price is probably going to come up to these area where all these wicks were. It's going to spike right back down, and that's exactly what happened. It's not the time to be greedy right now. You have to get in and out of these trades rather quickly. When it's TP, you got to pull out right away. So definitely great profit off of that right there for whoever caught it. Looking over here, let's see. Sisu locked in a total of 5,335. Great work, Sisu. Let's see. All right. Great profit. Compliments everyone here. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, so Ryan's back from his trip. Ryan was camping this weekend. So he said, how to get back for those K2 profits, baby. Definitely 100%. And here comes the captain, Jeff Abadia over here, locked in a total of 1,506. Nice work, Jeff. Nice. Yeah, Jeff said, good morning, y'all. Happy Monday. So yeah, Jeff locked in some pretty nice profits today. Amazing profits amongst Jeff, Tommy, everybody. Like a lot of people here who I haven't seen in a while. And a lot of you guys kind of took a bit of a break. Glad to see you guys back here and back in these profits. Sometimes, and it's okay to take a break, guys. Like, I just want to remind you guys that you don't have to trade every single day. If there's like one day where you don't feel comfortable about trading, just take a break. Don't trade that day, or just sit on the live session and trade on your demo, right? Just to play around. I just want to make sure, because a lot of people feel the need to trade every single day, even when it's not a good day to trade, and they end up losing a lot of money, or they lose, a big chunk of their capital, which they built up over the week. So, just another reminder, if you guys don't feel comfortable trading, just trade on your demo, or just don't trade at all. You don't have to trade every single day. I only trade every day because I kind of need to, right? A lot of people here depend on me to trade every day, which I don't mind. I like helping you guys out. I like answering questions and being here for you guys. But I'm only here because I need to be, right? I mean, I technically don't need to be. If I wanted to just not trade, I could just not trade, but I do want to be here for you guys, and I do want to lock in profits with you guys, because I hate that feeling of FOMO as well. As long as I make some profit every day, that's all that matters to me. But all right, guys, so it's 7:47 right now. I guess we'll stay on for a couple more minutes to catch some more trades if there's anything else that's available. If you guys do have questions, feel free to reach out, um, and I can answer those questions for you. Otherwise, I think for now, I'm probably done trading for the day. I made some decent profit today. I made a profit off the breakout. Then I had a small accidental loss when I accidentally clicked a buy earlier. When the Zoom was in the way. And then I also made another profit right here off the 1 minute. So I'm back in profit for the day, which is cool. Main goal for me is to close each day in profit, whether it be $1, whether it be $100, $1,000, $10,000, it doesn't matter. Profit each day is going to add up, and by the end of the week, end of the month, you should be seeing some nice gradual progress for your account. Cool. Yeah. So Charlie said more sellers might stack up right now. I just saw that right now, Charlie, too. So right now it's 59% short. Sellers are starting to stack into the market because they're seeing this to start to tumble right here. So if you guys remember earlier, I had well, you see these two lines right here. So if you guys remember my analysis from this morning, like about an hour ago, I mentioned price was going to consolidate, push up. It faked out right here. And it came back down, consolidation, came right back up. And then I said it was going to come back down for a fake out, right? And that's exactly what's happening right here. So the market's going to keep faking people out until there's more sellers. So what I recommend is if you guys are going to be looking for, I know Christopher's not here right now. This dude loves liquidity zones. So what I'd be looking for is I'd be watching this right here for this to add up. Once this gets up to like 65%, you can start drawing liquidity zones on the chart. Once you draw the liquidity zones, then you can start catching the bigger pushes to the upside. So definitely something to look out for, as we continue. Yeah, definitely, Harmony. Glad to have you here with us at K2 as well. And definitely no problem, Roman. Yeah, Roman said thanks for today, Shawn. Appreciate you. Yeah, get back safe, Roman. You're on your last leg of your trip. Man, it must be cold out there because it's cold here in California, and it's usually not cold right now, so it must be freezing over there in Canada right now. Okay, so it's 7:49 right now. We got about 10 minutes till 8. I'll look for a couple more trades. If I don't see anything shortly, then I'm just going to log off to prevent myself from taking any stupid trades, right? Like I did earlier. Just got to be more patient, but it's all good. Other than that, let me see if there's anything else here that I'm missing. Definitely no problem, Patricia. Glad to see you locked in some pretty nice profit today, Patricia. I did see your message, so I'll get back to you shortly. But definitely great work today. I saw your profit. You made about 2,000 per account. You're kind of trading like me now, right? You're being a little more careful, but the more careful you are, the more consistent you are as well. So definitely glad to see you locking in those consistent profits, every single day with like little to no stress, little to no risk. Owen over here locked in a total of 1,239. It's a great work right there, Owen. And Jamie again right here, 1,202. So definitely great work there. Let me see this right here. So I'll just scroll up right here. And these are all the profits from this morning, right? So I'll just go over the profits real quick and then I'll log off for the day because I think I'm done trading. So as you guys can see, timestamp right over here where it says today, these are all the profits from this morning. So I logged in about 1,215 off one account, 1,115 off the other account. Jamie locked in 510. Ryan locked in a total of 100. C-Soup locked in 3,035. Charlie locked in a total of 198. Rick locked in a total of 935. Albert locked in a total of 945. Angela locked in a total of 929. Salorum locked in a total of 775. Scott locked in 1,210. Cheryl locked in a total of 1,391. Cheryl's other account 787. Seth locked in a total of 990. Roman locked in a total of 2,020. Jordy locked in a total of 603. Paul locked in a total of 1,398. Larkin locked in a total of 693. Kip locked in a total of 8,064. Jay locked in a total of 2,600. His other account locked in, all right, same thing. I'm going to delete one, just double post. Albert locked in a total of 1,115. Jerry locked in a total of about 1,000. Patricia locked in a total of 1,700. Scotty locked in a total of 760. Albert locked in a total of 1,115. Tommy locked in 7,514. Alex locked in a total of 1,748. Patricia locked in 1,700 on her other account again, 1,660. Jamie with about 1,000 right there. Seth with a total of 1,605. And as you guys can see, there's a lot more other profits here. I'm just going to stop right there because there's too many profits for me to go over. And you can see it just continues to go down further. If you guys go and rewind, I announced them as they came. Maddie just said sentiment is now 60% short. So let me check so Shane's asking, does anyone remember what date we went over the liquidity zones in depth? You can check pretty much all of the previous live sessions, Shane, because I know I went over them. So Dejan is correct about the last Tuesday on the 21st. I did go over it there, but if you go over to the previous mentoring sessions, like the last one and the one before that and the one before that, I actually went over it in depth on those sessions too. So if you just want like a session where I just go over mentoring and stuff like that, just look at the past 3 mentoring sessions. Looking over at retail sentiment is currently at 60% short now. So this is exactly what we were waiting for, Maddie. And you kind of know what to do now, Maddie, right? Use that scalp strategy for some buys because that thing's going to probably shoot up as it continues to go up. So I'll probably be online for the next couple hours or so. I just won't be on live because I need to go take a break. I need to go walk my dog. This dude's been trying to go out all morning. So I'm going to step out. But I'll probably be on the Telegram. If you guys do have questions, pop your questions in the Telegram. I'll be there to answer questions. I just won't be on this live session. But Maddie, this is probably a really good opportunity for you to take those buy scalps, because when we identify those swing highs, those are basically liquidity zones. So definitely something to keep in mind. And I'll show you guys my my profits as well as we get there. Let me refresh this. Rab, so on mine right here, it's at 60%. If yours is at 59, that's fine. It's probably just hasn't updated yet, but it's currently 60 on mine. As this continues to drop lower and lower, it's probably going to increase. So just something to keep in mind. And you always want to trade opposite retail. So other than that, guys, I think that's it for this session. If you guys do have questions, feel free to email me or message me on Telegram. Otherwise, I will catch you guys in the live session tomorrow morning as we continue on with this trading week.